Here is the truth right here, folks. Right there. That is what Charlie does while me and Ralph humping, and that's what Charlie's just looking good. That's his job.
Yeah.
And Charlie, I must say, you are doing a wonderful job of looking.
Good. Life's real good.
Oh, Mr. Ed?
Good time, Charlie.
And Wreck-It Ralph. Can you believe it? Wreck-It Ralph! He's with us. What are we, Charlie?
The Three Amigos.
Three Amigos ride again. And this one, Wreck-It Ralph scored this little removal for us. He said, man, well, tell the story, Ralph.
Well, it's just a friend of a friend said they had some bees in a house and they wanted them removed. So I got with Mr. Ed and Good Tom Charlie and they said, let's do it. And so here we are.
Here we are. And where are we?
We're in Laplace.
So Laplace is a long way from the Abbey. It's probably 40 miles, maybe even more.
About an hour and a half, something like that.
We had to use the GPS to get here.
They had to get the GPS to get to my house.
No, they had Charlie to get
No,
to
yeah,
you.
it did have Charlie.
So,
Charlie's a good navigator.
oh, very good, very good. I mean, if he's a pilot, of course he can be a navigator. So the bees are in the soffit of this house. We're going to use Ralph's really expensive camera, FLIR. This is a real camera, a real thermal camera, FLIR. Let's take a look and see what the bees look like upstairs. You can see the bees right here. Look at that. They are that whole soffit area. The bees are inside of it. Generally, we couldn't do this if the sun was shining because we'd have too much radiant heat. But with the sun not being on it exactly, boy, the bees are just showing up real nice right here. Nice camera, Ralph.
Yes, sir.
This is the $7,000 FLIR, right, Ralph?
Yes, sir, it is.
Right, it just shows you how much money Ralph's got. These things ain't nothing to Ralph.
That ain't nothing.
All right, so there's the bees on the FLIR. Charlie is on the camera. Ralph is going to be demo man, and then I guess it'll be my turn to.
Yes, to remove.
And by the grace of God, these bees, they're going to get out of here. And where are they going, Ralph?
Wreck-It Ralph's house.
Yeah, so Wreck-It Ralph, he took a lot of hits this year on his bees. So me and Charlie, all the swans we're catching, everything, all our removals right now, Wreck-It Ralph gets them.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You guys ready to wrangle?
We ready.
I don't want any more bees.
Let's get up there and do this work.
All right, Ralph, now that you're up on the ladder, just how in the world are you going to get to these bees?
Oh, well, first is we're going to try to take this fascia piece off, and then we'll take this fascia piece off, and then we'll take this one off, and then this long piece off, and then we'll see what happens from there. Hopefully it works that easy.
Well, it sounds like a plan.
It's definitely a plan.
We're going to see how it
We're going to
works.
see how it works.
All right, Ralph, get after it.
And after Ralph works his magic, oh my goodness, he really opened up a can of worms, or I should say bees here. That comb extends beyond the brick. Now there is a joist about 6 inches. Let me turn on the flashlight, maybe y'all can see it. There is a joist all the way back there, so they don't go that far back, but they do go back a little ways, and they do stop at this end right here, and this is just honeycomb right here, so I'm not too concerned about this. We can get this afterwards. We're going to concentrate on the comb and the bees in this section right here, and start vacuuming up bees and pulling out comb. And you can tell by the color of this comb that these bees have been here, oh, at least, I would say at least 2 years, if not 3. Look at the bees everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Let's get the Everything Bee Vac to work and start knocking down the numbers. Now, I knocked down the numbers a little bit. Lord knows how many bees are in here, we don't know. But as you can see, the close proximity of this comb in here leaves us no room, absolutely zero room to work in. So my plan, and you know I always have a plan that's up for changing. My plan is I'm going to start removing the comb at this end, because if I can remove the comb at this end, then I can get some wiggle room to get further back in here. But right now there's no way I'd start at this end, so we're going to start removing comb at this end, and it's pretty firm in there, so it's gonna pretty much have to be torn out. But I can see this piece right here, it's all brood right here, and the next piece, so we got a bunch of brood right up in here. Time to start removing some comb.
Well, I've gotten some of that comb out of there, and it's a challenge, as I knew it was going to be. Let me get the camera up in here so you all can see, hopefully. There you go. So now you can see the joist that ends the back side of this hive. And yeah, I've still got comb behind that block, but that's all honey down there, so that at least is a good thing. But man, we still have a lot of comb to remove, but at least now I've got a little bit of room to work with to get my hive tool up in there and start cutting it out. I tell you, if you want to be a bee wrangler, you also ought to have on your list of things you need to do is to be a contortionist, because you have got to put your body in some weird angles to do this.
Hey, what are you doing, man? We gotta get going. Lunch is gonna be soon.
Charlie, Ralph, he's just driving me. He says, don't stop, don't stop. It's killing me, Charlie. That's why I like when you and I work together. You never, ever pressure me, Charlie. Thank you, man.
You had a water break about 5 minutes ago, and you're taking another one?
Well,
It's a good thing you don't smoke.
Well, I tell you what, Charlie. I don't mind if you get up here and we change jobs for a little while, okay?
Oh, that's okay. That's not in my job description.
Now that water break is over, I may as well show you what we have left up here. And there, it looks like there's about 6 more pieces of comb up there. But they're all large pieces of comb, and it's all going to be honey. All that's going to be honey. So it is coming along really nice. Slow, but nice. Well, we got something going on. We got, you saw that block of wood that we pulled out of here, right? Well, it was just a piece of dead wood that was holding blocking our way to all this comb down here. So what we have to do now, because we have so many bees down there, and I think our queen is actually down at this end, I think I gave her a chance to run down and get inside of here. Ralph has now got to do a little bit more demo work because we can't access that area. So he's going to remove this piece of plywood right here to give us access to this very, very limited space. All right, let's let Ralph do his work.
Yeah. I'll cut out the first section and then anticipated just a short section right here, and now it extends at least another 3 foot
2 foot probably.
or 2 foot. I don't care whether it's 2 or 3,
Yeah.
it's still going to be long.
Yeah.
And that's the only way we can get this hive out of here. So like I said, you know, you never know what you're going to run into till you get there and take a look at it. All right, Ralph, let's destroy it.
We got it, buddy.
All right.
You ain't gonna believe it, folks. Look, guess what? We got some bees on this board, and we got a special bee on that board. She's underneath the bees.
Oh, there she is right there, look. Right here.
Did you see her?
Oh, yeah.
Right there, look.
Oh, God, she's moving fast.
All right, let's go ahead and put it in the cage, Charlie. I can't believe it, Ralph. We chased those bees all the way down there, and when you cut out the piece of plywood,
She's on the plywood.
she's right on it. So,
That makes it a lot simpler.
oh my gosh, it makes the job so much easier.
There she
We're
is.
just gonna go ahead and
Yeah, get her with some bees.
can't even see her. There's too many bees in there with her, Charlie. Well, Ralph, what are we going to say on this one?
We're going to say,
Thank you, Jesus, man. Oh, man, that's just awesome to be able to find the queen on this one.
That was just luck.
Oh, well, it always is. Always grace.
Yeah.
That, and I mean, that Ralph cuts that piece of wood out, and she's on the piece of wood. Makes our job here at the end a lot more easier. All right, we're gonna. Well, first, I want to show you. After I show you this, I want to show you the comb that's up there because it's just beautiful. Thank you, Jesus. Woo. Boy, Ralph knew exactly where to cut that piece of wood to get to the rest of these bees, didn't he? Goodness sakes! And look at the comb that we still have left to get it. Fortunately, it's going to be all honey, or it may already be honey that's played out. The good thing is, look at how convenient the bees are right here. So we're going to vacuum off a lot of these bees and then start removing that comb. Woo, but thank you, Jesus, for letting us get the queen on this one.
What piece is that, Jeff?
That's it. That's the last
That's it?
one. Well, folks, the robin is just absolutely fierce. Now, there's just no more telling. Look, I mean, they're everywhere. We got robber bees everywhere. And there's just no distinction anymore. But I can tell you one thing with certainty. Folks, it ain't there no more. Oh my gosh, this was a monster hive that Ralph got us to do. And other than all these robber bees, we're gonna call this a wrap. Hey folks, you think the bees love their queen? I do.
All right.
Where are we, Ralph?
We're at Rick and Ralph's house now. We finally got finished that big hive.
And we haven't eaten yet.
And we haven't eaten yet. Charlie's stomach is talking to his backbone, but we'll make it. But anyway, we took all the cone and the brood and we framed it all up. We have a box full of brood, and then we have a box full of honey. That's how much we got. So next thing we're going to do is take the queen that we have already strapped to the frame, and we're going to stick it in with the honey that's going to be on top of the brood. So we're going to put the honey box on top of the brood box with the queen in it. That way if we put the queen here, the honey will let her drip down on her, because we leave her in a cage for about 24 hours, 3 days, probably about 3 days. And then when we release it, that way I don't have to move all the boxes. I can just take the empty box off, get to the queen. So what's going to happen is we'll put this one here, we'll put an empty box on top. Empty box is where we'll dump all the bees in. We'll put a cover on her, and then I'll come check her out in a couple of days.
Man, that sounds like a plan, huh, Charlie?
Sound like a plan
he's
to
got
me.
Like a plan.
I think he's done this a couple of
But I
times.
think I'm losing a little weight because I am getting hungry.
Yeah, it's been kind of rough, you know. He worked us hard.
Yeah,
Well, let's go set them
let's
up.
go set them up.
Yeah, what you got in your hands there, Jeff?
This is what's known in the bee business as double trouble. 2 buckets of bees. So what we're going to do is we're going to just dump the bees into the box that's got the brood, the honey on it. We got this just a spacer box. That way the bees will give them some place to walk. And I got to say, it was Charlie's idea. He said, Jeff, let's go ahead and grab the other bee vac and use the other bee vac, because if we would have vacuumed all these bees in one bee vac, they probably would have overheated. So Charlie, right on for that.
Thank you. I'm learning.
Ralph is going to do the honors.
I'm gonna hold it good.
Woo, Charlie, look at the bees.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Get a shot of that, Charlie.
I got it. Hang on a second. Let me zoom in on that. Oh, that is a lot of bees hanging on
And
that.
that's just one bucket.
One
that's
bucket, that's right. What you think, about 4 pounds of bees?
Oh, easy, easy. 4
Easy.
pounds.
All right, Ralph.
Yeah. Good shape, Ralph.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, Charlie, you ought to see the bees in here.
Total chaos right now.
You gotta look down in here, Charlie.
Well, I'm waiting for the second box. When you put the second bucket in there, I'll get it. Look at the bees in that bucket. Look at the bees in the box. My God.
Leave a crack on it.
Well,
Ooh,
folks,
Charlie, that was successful.
very successful. Now that's the way it's done.
All right, Charlie, let's grab the camera and walk away from here. We're going to close out this video.
Voila.
Voila.
All right, thanks for watching.
Wait.
No, not
Oh,
yet.
wait,
hang on.
Wait, gotta fix, yeah, wait, I gotta fix mine. Let's see.
We tried just, but it don't work.
I got so much honey in my hair, you ain't going to get that comb through
Got mine
it.
done. All right, we're in it. We're ready.
We're ready.
We good?
Yep.
All right, so Charlie, you had the hardest job today, filming. So tell me, what did you see?
I wish I could say I had the hardest job. This man worked his buns off.
Ralph,
I reckon
too.
Ralph, if it wouldn't have been for him,
Oh, yeah.
we'd be 2 more hours before we do this, you know.
We found
But
the
no,
queen.
it was,
Yeah, we found the queen pretty easily. That's what saved a lot
That
of time.
definitely saved.
that was God's gift.
Oh, yeah.
But
God.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. That was a Jesus moment.
For sure.
Yep.
So there was a way more bees and comb in that hive than I was anticipating. I guarantee we've got 8 pounds of bees that we vacuumed up. I mean,
at
those
least.
those vacs were heavy with bees, heavy with the honey in the ice chest, and we got plenty of honey in there for them. And the great thing is that we are right in a flow right now, and that's one of the deals about when we do removals. I love doing removals during a flow because it allows the bees to stop stressing out on the removal part and get back into their routine of working. And a flow is bees are just like a good dog. They are built to work. And the bees, give them something to work, a nectar flow, and they're gonna come out of
Ralph,
it.
he called us a dog.
I know.
But I didn't say dirty dogs. I didn't say dirty dogs. All right, Ralph. What about you? What did you see today?
I thought it was bigger than it was definitely bigger than what I thought. But I was just grateful we was able to find the queen kind of early.
Yeah, me too.
But you know, sometimes they're bigger than what you think. You may think it's a little one, and then it gets to be a big one, and then sometimes we get there and there's no bees. So.
That's it. Seen
Yeah.
that before.
You never know what you open up the box of chocolate.
Yep.
That's it. Forrest Gump.
All right,
Yeah.
come on, let's finish it.
All right, that's it.
Thanks for watching.
Keep on watching.
And we will be making more. God bless, Mr. Ed.
Good time, Charlie.
Wreck-It Ralph.
And we're out of here till when?
Till the
Next
next
video.
video.
God bless everybody. Thank y'all.